The dense canopy of the Amazon jungle provided a natural sanctuary from the modern world, but today it was disturbed by an otherworldly roar. Darius Daz Kellner, a seasoned wildlife conservationist and former Special Forces operative, stood alert, his senses sharpened. He had been guiding a group of villagers through the jungle, teaching them how to protect their land from poachers. The sudden noise, however, brought a silence that was unnatural. "Daz, what was that?" A villager named Marcos whispered, his eyes wide with fear. "I don't know, but we need to stay hidden," Daz replied, his voice calm but firm. He motioned for the group to move quietly towards a hidden cave, their safe haven from many threats, both human and wild. As they reached the cave, Daz peered out from behind the foliage. His breath caught in his throat. Descending from the sky was a massive alien ship, its surface shimmering with an eerie blue light. The ship landed with a ground-shaking thud, and 6 humanoid reptilian creatures emerged, their green, scaly skin glinting in the sunlight. They moved with a predatory grace, their advanced armor adorned with glowing blue spikes. "Stay here. No matter what happens, do not come out," Daz instructed the villagers. He knew these were not ordinary visitors. They were hunters. The Carthan hunters spread out, their movements precise and coordinated. Daz realized with a sinking feeling that they weren't here to hunt animals, they were targeting humans. He watched as one of the Carthan, a particularly imposing figure, raised a scanner, its screen flashing as it detected life forms. Daz knew they couldn't stay hidden forever. He had to act. Moving swiftly and silently, he set up a series of traps around the cave's entrance, using his knowledge of the terrain to his advantage. Just as he finished, the Carthan closed in, their eerie hunting calls echoing through the jungle. The Carthan were almost upon the cave when one of them triggered a trap. Spikes shot out, impaling the creature. The others halted, their reptilian eyes narrowing in suspicion. Daz seized the moment, launching a series of hit-and-run attacks to draw them away. Using the jungle's dense foliage to his advantage, Daz managed to incapacitate another hunter. The Carthan regrouped, now more cautious and alert. Daz captured one of the injured hunters, binding it securely before interrogating it. "Why are you here?" Daz demanded. The Carthan hissed, its voice cold and mechanical. "To hunt the most challenging prey, humans. Our leader, General Thrakos, will prove our dominance." Daz's blood ran cold. He knew he needed help. He contacted Maria, a fellow conservationist and former military buddy stationed at a nearby research outpost. "Maria, we had a situation. Alien hunters, advanced tech. They're targeting humans," Daz explained quickly. "I've seen them too," Maria replied, urgency in her voice. "They're deploying drones. We need to disable their command center." Daz nodded. "I'll head to your outpost. We need reinforcements and supplies." Just as he prepared to leave, a familiar voice called for help. Daz turned to see Maria, wounded and being chased by a Carthan hunter. Daz sprinted towards Maria, engaging the Carthan hunter in fierce combat. Despite his injuries, Daz's training kicked in. He used the terrain to his advantage, finally defeating the alien and pulling Maria to safety. Thanks to Daz, Maria panted, wincing as she clutched her side. "We need to disable their drones. It's the only way to level the playing field," Daz said, his mind racing with plans. They gathered the villagers, explaining their desperate plan. "We need to hit their ship's command center. It's risky, but it's our only shot," Daz told them. The villagers, though scared, agreed to help. They split into 2 teams, one to create diversions, the other to infiltrate the ship. As night fell, Daz and Maria approached the alien ship, moving stealthily through the shadows. Inside the ship, they encountered advanced security systems. Maria's tech skills proved invaluable as she hacked into the controls, creating diversions and disabling traps. They reached the command center and planted explosives. Just as they were about to leave, General Thrakos appeared, his imposing figure blocking their escape. Thrakos loomed over them, his eyes glowing with malevolent intelligence. "You are brave, human, but futile in your resistance," he taunted, his voice a deep rumble. Daz and Thrakos engaged in a tense standoff. Thrakos was stronger, but Daz was quicker and more strategic. They fought fiercely, the ship's metallic walls echoing with the sounds of their battle. Maria worked frantically to set a timer on the explosives. "You can't win, Thrakos," Daz grunted, dodging a powerful blow. "This isn't your jungle." Thrakos snarled, his movements becoming more erratic. Maria successfully disrupted the ship's drone control, causing chaos outside. With Thrakos momentarily stunned, Daz and Maria made a run for the exit. The explosives detonated prematurely. The shockwave threw them off their feet, debris blocking their path. Trapped inside the collapsing ship, Daz and Maria struggled to find another way out. The Carthan hunters outside were in disarray, their drones offline and their command center in ruins. Thrakos, injured but alive, roared in fury. "This ends now," Daz muttered, determination stealing his gaze. They found a maintenance hatch and crawled through, emerging into the open jungle. They were immediately surrounded by the remaining Carthon hunters. "Leap into the traps," Daz whispered to Maria. They used the terrain and preset traps to their advantage, picking off the hunters one by one. Thrakos, realizing his defeat, called for an all-out assault. Daz faced him one last time, using his ingenuity to exploit Thrakos' weaknesses. In a final desperate move, Daz lured Thrakos into a trap, fatally wounding him. As Thrakos fell, the remaining Carthon retreated, acknowledging their failure. The villagers, though grieving their losses, celebrated their victory. Daz and Maria reflected on the battle, their bond strengthened by the ordeal. "We did it," Maria said, a tired smile on her face. "Yeah, but this isn't over," Daz replied, his eyes scanning the horizon. Just as they began to relax, a distress signal crackled through their radio. Another alien ship had landed, this time on the other side of the world. The fight for Earth's safety was far from over. And so, with renewed resolve, Daz and Maria prepared for the next battle, knowing that humanity's resilience and ingenuity would be tested once again.